Our next story is about the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, one of the world's longest-running conflicts. Two countries are involved, Armenia and Azerbaijan. In the last 30 years, they have gone to war twice over this region. Last week, they almost started a third war. But Azerbaijan prevailed. A decisive Azeri operation sealed the fate of this region. Azerbaijan now controls this conclave, and it wants to make it part of their country. But the population here is largely Armenian, and they fear ethnic cleansing. So they're fleeing in large numbers. They're going to Armenia. Now, this crisis may be in the Caucasus, but it has multiple stakeholders. There's Russia that brokered the ceasefire and is being blamed for not doing enough. There's Turkey that is backing Azerbaijan. And then there's India too. India has a defense deal with Armenia, and reports suggest that India sent weapons in this conflict. So how is all of this playing out? Our next report tells you.
On Sunday, Petya Grigoryan walked into his new life in Armenia. The 69-year-old had lived in Nagorno-Karabakh all his life, but last week changed everything. Azerbaijan launched a lightning offensive in the region. It lasted for less than 24 hours, but the result was decisive. They defeated the Karabakh Armenian forces and essentially took control of the region.
The last days we barely survived as it was scary. There was shelling also from all sides. There were dead bodies.
This is one of the world's oldest running conflicts. It's a fight over this region, the region of Nagorno-Karabakh. It's a mountainous region in the South Caucasus. Internationally, it's recognized as part of Azerbaijan. But it has been controlled by ethnic Armenians for 3 decades. In the 1990s, Armenia and Azerbaijan fought a war over it. Tens of thousands lost their lives then. In 2020, the two nations fought again. Thousands more died. But this time, it was different. It was a quick and decisive offensive. The fighting erupted on the 19th of September. Azerbaijani forces made quick gains. The Karabakh forces were caught off guard. Soon, a ceasefire was declared. Karabakh forces would give up their arms and Nagorno-Karabakh would officially be integrated into Azerbaijan. This was meant to settle the decades-long conflict. But for ethnic Armenians living there, it means uprooting their lives and starting all over again. Azerbaijan says Karabakh residents will enjoy the same rights, but there are fears of ethnic cleansing. So these residents are now fleeing to Armenia.
We don't know what happens to us next. We don't know what the government has in store for us. We can't go back there. It's too dangerous. If we could, we would not leave.
Armenia says all refugees are welcome. Yerevan has already made plans to house them. Karabakh has a population of around 120,000 ethnic Armenians. Over 5,000 have already reached Armenia.
Unless real living conditions are created for the Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh in their homes and effective mechanisms of protection from ethnic cleansing, then the likelihood that the Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh will see exile from their homeland as the only way to preserve their lives and identity increases significantly.
But while Armenia may be welcoming refugees with open arms, the Pashinyan government is facing a lot of backlash. One, for recognizing Karabakh as Azeri territory, and two, for failing to prepare for a mass exodus. But who does Pashinyan blame? Russia. Armenia has long depended on Moscow for security, and Russia's refusal to enter the latest conflict hasn't gone down very well with Armenia. In fact, Yerevan is already signaling a policy shift. The Armenian PM called the current security alliances ineffective. He said that Armenia should join the International Criminal Court, a direct swipe at Moscow, given that the ICC has issued an arrest warrant for Putin for his war crimes in Ukraine. On paper, there's a ceasefire and a move to resolve the long-running conflict. But on the ground, there's confusion, fear, and a sense of abandonment. The fighting may have stopped, but the crisis in the Caucasus is far from over.